So you want to create some video content, but don't have access to professional gear? Don't let that stop you. If you only have a point and shoot basic SLR or a cell phone, you can tell your story. Hi, I'm Todd. I'm here to show you some tricks and tips how to improve your video and audio quality using these simple tools. Composition is the art of arranging objects in the frame, also known as framing. But before we move on, we need to go over using a cell phone. By default, the cell phone is designed for vertical shooting. And this format's used for popular social media apps such as TikTok and Instagram, but for TV screens and computer screens, vertical footage looks like this. As you can see, it only fills up about 25% of the screen, and there's empty spaces on either side of me. That's not very engaging. So what you need to do when you're filming for TV is flip your phone horizontally. Bam, look at that. We fill the entire frame. Looks so much better. Sometimes you'll see people frame their subject with their eyes in the dead center of the screen, like you see me here. This creates unwanted headroom. That's a space from the top of your subject's head to the top of the frame. That's unengaging for your potential audience. A good guideline to follow is something called the rule of thirds. It's a fundamental rule to composition. To do this, you visually divide your screen up into thirds using 4 lines, 2 horizontal and 2 vertical. The idea is to place your subject on the intersecting lines. The eyes are the window to the soul, so you want to place that on the top third of the grid. When you do that, you will always have proper headroom, whether it's a wide shot, medium shot, or close-up. Some cameras or apps on your phones will have this grid option that you can turn on when you're recording, so it makes it easier to line up your framing. Now let's look where you should place your subject in the environment. If you put your subject right against the wall, it gives it an overall flat look and there's no real dimension to the shot. Place your subject in an area where the objects in the background are further away. And the things in the background, make it interesting. Hopefully it helps tell the story you're trying to convey. Lighting, the most important attribute when it comes to improving the overall look of your interviews or your stand-ups. You see, most phone apps or point-and-shoot cameras, they're configured for an automatic exposure. So it's very important the brightest thing in your frame should be your subject. That way your camera will set the exposure for that object. Don't put your subject in front of a window or a blank white wall. The outside light from the window or the light reflecting off the white wall will cause the iris in your camera to automatically close to compensate for the bright background. As you can see, I'm the subject, I'm a little silhouetted, and it's exposing for the bright background, leaving me dark and hard to see.
Switch sides.
Instead, shift your subject and your camera around so the window isn't the background, but the light source. As you can see, the camera is compensating for the light now coming from the window, exposing me properly, giving you an overall better image for your interview. So now you're maybe saying, hey Todd, what happens if I get to a location that has little to no light from an external window? Just like this? Well, it's an opportunity for you to bring lights of your own. Maybe you have a USB light or a ring light or even a house lamp. These would be perfect to use in this scenario. Some people add the lights right above the camera so it shines directly onto their subject. And there we go. This looks good. It's a nice balanced lighting, the light's heading straight on. We could add a little bit more definition to the face by making some shadows. If you move your light source to a 45-degree angle from your object, it helps create some shadow and give some definition to your subject. Last scenario for you. What if there's no windows, you have no external lights to bring, so you're forced to use the existing lights at a location, such as ceiling lights? For this situation, don't place your subjects directly under the lights above. This will cause dark shadows from above, giving your subject something called raccoon eyes or dead eyes. Remember, the eyes are the window to the soul, so let's get some more light around the eyes. To do that, move your subjects back from the light so they're at a 45-degree angle from the source. This will help the light from above to spill across the face, adding more light to the eyes. Remember, the better the lighting on your subject, the better image quality you'll be able to capture.
Nothing destroys video content quicker than bad audio.
You want your viewers to feel like they're part of the conversation, and to do that, you need the clearest quality of audio you can get. And the key is proximity. What that means is the closer your microphone is to your subject, the better your audio will be. Proximity. Attaching a lav mic to your subject or adding an external mic on a mic stand, placing it in close proximity to your subject will give you the best results. But wait, Todd, you might be saying, I don't have a lav or external microphone. What do I do? Fantastic question. If all you have is your point and shoot camera or your cell phone's internal microphones, the answer is still proximity. For instance, you set up your camera and your person is further away. Your audio is going to sound like this. Distant and hollow. Plus, you're competing with any other noise challenges any location can give you. Like the auto iris function in the camera, which sets the exposure, audio is recorded with an auto audio level. To fix this issue, move the camera closer to the subject. Close to the camera, close to the microphone. The closer you get, the better your audio will be. Proximity. All right, everyone, last tip of the day. For whatever reason, you want a wider shot like this. The camera's far away, so the mic's far away. It's a little bit hollow. How do you get better audio? Well, there's a couple different things you can try. One is using a separate recording device such as a Zoom mic, but you could also just use another phone and record the audio as a voice memo. Just put the phone or Zoom mic closer to the subject and make sure both sources are recording. And you can make your audio go from this distant sound to this closer, clearer sound. There you go, some easy to follow tips to help improve the quality of both your audio and video to help tell your stories. Now get out there, get creative, and have fun.